Bonding the ground and neutral wire together can interfere with ground fault circuit interrupter and arc fault circuit interrupter circuit breakers working properly. Ground fault circuit interrupters compare the current flowing in the hot and neutral wires. If there is a difference in current indicating a fault to ground, the ground fault circuit interrupter trips, cutting off power. Bonding the ground and neutral together creates an alternative path for current to flow, bypassing the ground fault circuit interrupter and preventing it from tripping in the event of a fault. Arc fault circuit interrupters monitor the electrical current for patterns that may indicate an arcing fault. An arcing fault is a potentially dangerous condition that involves the flow of electricity through an unintended path, such as a loose wire or damaged insulation. The ground-neutral bond can create a path for arcing currents to flow, which can prevent the arc fault circuit interrupter from detecting the fault and tripping. The presence of the ground-neutral bond can also affect the resistance between the ground and neutral, which can result firstly in reduced effectiveness of grounding systems and secondly in increased risk of electrical accidents. It is recommended to remove the ground-neutral bond, reinstall the ground fault circuit interrupter circuit breaker, consider installing an arc fault circuit interrupter circuit breaker for added protection, and report the misbonding issue to the electrical inspector. The inspector may have missed the bonding issue due to the concealment of the bar behind the duplex outlet. The ground-neutral bond may have been installed intentionally by a previous electrician, but this is not considered good practice. Ground fault circuit interrupters and arc fault circuit interrupters are important safety devices that should not be compromised by improper wiring. Let's delve deeper into why a ground-neutral bond is problematic for ground fault circuit interrupters and arc fault circuit interrupters. A ground fault circuit interrupter is designed to protect people from electrical shock. It constantly monitors the current flowing in the hot and neutral wires of a circuit. Under normal circumstances, the current flowing in a hot wire should be equal to the current flowing back through the neutral wire. However, if a fault occurs, such as someone touching a live wire, some of the current will leak to ground. This creates an imbalance between the hot and neutral wires. The ground fault circuit interrupter detects this imbalance and quickly trips the circuit, cutting off the power and preventing a potentially fatal shock. When the ground and neutral are bonded together at the receptacle, it creates a parallel path for the current to return to the source. This means that some of the current can now flow through the ground wire instead of the neutral wire. In the event of a ground fault, the ground fault circuit interrupter may not detect the imbalance because some of the fault current is returning through the ground wire. This can prevent the ground fault circuit interrupter from tripping, leaving the person exposed to the risk of electrical shock. Arc fault circuit interrupters are designed to protect against fires caused by electrical arcing. An arc is a dangerous electrical discharge that can occur when there is a break in the insulation of a wire or a loose connection. Arcs generate a lot of heat and can easily ignite nearby flammable materials. Arc fault circuit interrupters use sophisticated electronics to detect the unique characteristics of an arc fault. They monitor the current and voltage waveforms for telltale signs of arcing. When an arc fault is detected, the arc fault circuit interrupter trips the circuit, cutting off the power and preventing a fire. When the ground and neutral are bonded together, it can create a path for arcing currents to flow through the ground wire. This can make it more difficult for the arc fault circuit interrupter to detect the arc fault because the arcing current is being shunted through the ground wire. In some cases, the arc fault circuit interrupter may not trip at all, leaving the circuit unprotected from arc faults. The presence of a ground-neutral bond can also affect the overall performance of the grounding system. A properly functioning grounding system is essential for electrical safety. It provides a low impedance path for fault currents to flow back to the source, which helps to quickly trip circuit breakers and prevent electrical shock. When the ground and neutral are bonded together, it can increase the impedance of the grounding system. This is because the neutral wire is typically smaller than the ground wire, and it may not be able to carry as much current. The increased impedance can reduce the effectiveness of the grounding system, making it more difficult to clear faults and increasing the risk of electrical shock. In addition to the safety concerns, a ground-neutral bond can also cause nuisance tripping of ground fault circuit interrupters and arc fault circuit interrupters. This is because the bond can create small imbalances in the current flowing through the hot and neutral wires, which can trigger the ground fault circuit interrupter or arc fault circuit interrupter to trip even when there is no actual fault. To correct a ground-neutral bond, it is important to disconnect the neutral wire from the ground bar in the panel. The neutral wire should only be connected to the neutral bar, and the ground wire should only be connected to the ground bar. It is also important to ensure that the ground bar is properly bonded to the metal enclosure of the panel and to the grounding electrode system. Once the ground-neutral bond has been removed, the ground fault circuit interrupter and arc fault circuit interrupter should be tested to ensure that they are functioning properly. If the ground fault circuit interrupter or arc fault circuit interrupter continues to trip, there may be another problem in the circuit that needs to be investigated. It is always best to consult with a qualified electrician to diagnose and repair any electrical problems. They have the knowledge, skills, and experience to safely and effectively resolve any issues. Here are some additional points to consider. Firstly, the National Electrical Code, also known as the NEC, prohibits the bonding of the ground and neutral conductors at the receptacle. The only point where the ground and neutral conductors should be bonded together is at the service entrance, usually in the main electrical panel. Secondly, in some older electrical systems, the ground and neutral conductors may have been intentionally bonded together at the receptacle. This was a common practice in the past, but it is no longer permitted by the National Electrical Code. Thirdly, if you are unsure whether or not the ground and neutral conductors are bonded together at a receptacle, it is best to consult with a qualified electrician. They can inspect the wiring and determine if there is a problem. Fourthly, if you are planning to install a ground fault circuit interrupter or arc fault circuit interrupter in an existing electrical system, it is important to ensure that the wiring is correct. A ground-neutral bond can prevent these devices from functioning properly and can create a safety hazard. Fifthly, ground fault circuit interrupters and arc fault circuit interrupters are important safety devices that can help to protect people from electrical shock and fire. It is important to install these devices in accordance with the National Electrical Code and to ensure that they are functioning properly. Sixthly, if you have any questions or concerns about electrical safety, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician. They can provide you with expert advice and help you to ensure that your electrical system is safe. To elaborate further, let us clarify the specific roles of ground fault circuit interrupters and arc fault circuit interrupters in modern electrical systems. Ground fault circuit interrupters are primarily designed to protect individuals from electrical shock hazards. They operate on the principle of detecting imbalances in current flow between the hot and neutral conductors. In a properly functioning circuit, the current flowing through the hot conductor should precisely equal the current returning through the neutral conductor. If a ground fault occurs, meaning that some of the current is leaking to ground through an unintended path such as a person touching a live wire or a faulty appliance, a portion of the current will bypass the neutral conductor. The ground fault circuit interrupter is highly sensitive to these minute current imbalances, typically in the range of 4 to 6 milliamps. When an imbalance exceeding this threshold is detected, the ground fault circuit interrupter rapidly trips the circuit, interrupting the flow of electricity within milliseconds. This rapid response time is crucial in preventing severe electrical shocks or electrocution. Arc fault circuit interrupters, on the other hand, are specifically designed to prevent electrical fires caused by arcing faults. Arcing faults occur when electricity jumps across a gap between conductors, creating intense heat that can ignite surrounding materials. These faults can arise from various sources, including damaged or frayed wiring, loose connections, and insulation breakdown. Arc fault circuit interrupters utilize advanced electronic circuitry to analyze the characteristics of electrical current and voltage waveforms. They are programmed to recognize the unique signatures of arcing faults, which include erratic current fluctuations, high-frequency noise, and distorted waveforms. Upon detecting an arcing fault, the arc fault circuit interrupter immediately trips the circuit, cutting off the power supply and preventing the potential ignition of a fire. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, mandates the use of arc fault circuit interrupters in various locations within residential buildings, particularly in bedrooms and other areas where fire hazards are elevated. Understanding the distinct functions of ground fault circuit interrupters and arc fault circuit interrupters is crucial for ensuring comprehensive electrical safety. Ground fault circuit interrupters safeguard individuals from electrical shock, while arc fault circuit interrupters mitigate the risk of electrical fires. In many modern electrical installations, both ground fault circuit interrupters and arc fault circuit interrupters are employed in combination to provide layered protection against a wide range of electrical hazards. Now let us address the question regarding the inspector potentially missing the ground-neutral bond during the inspection. There are several factors that could contribute to this oversight. Firstly, the location of the ground-neutral bond may have been concealed or difficult to access. In some cases, the bond might be located behind the receptacle or within the electrical box, making it less visible during a routine inspection. Secondly, the inspector may have been under time constraints or facing other distractions that prevented them from thoroughly examining every aspect of the electrical system. Electrical inspections can be time-consuming, and inspectors often have a large number of properties to assess within a limited time frame. Thirdly, the inspector may have inadvertently overlooked the ground-neutral bond due to human error. Despite their training and expertise, inspectors are still susceptible to making mistakes, especially when dealing with complex or unfamiliar wiring configurations. It is also important to acknowledge that electrical codes and standards can evolve over time. What may have been considered acceptable wiring practice in the past may no longer be compliant with current regulations. Therefore, an older electrical system might contain wiring configurations that are not up to code, even if they were permissible at the time of installation. If a ground-neutral bond is discovered during an inspection, it is crucial to address it promptly. The bond should be removed, and the wiring should be corrected to comply with current electrical codes. A qualified electrician should be consulted to perform the necessary repairs and ensure that the electrical system is safe and reliable. In addition to the safety implications, the ground-neutral bond can also have practical consequences. As mentioned earlier, it can cause nuisance tripping of ground fault circuit interrupters and arc fault circuit interrupters, which can be disruptive and inconvenient. It can also interfere with the proper functioning of sensitive electronic equipment, such as computers and audio systems. Furthermore, a ground-neutral bond can create ground loops, which can introduce noise and interference into electrical signals. This can be particularly problematic in audio and video systems, where it can result in hum, buzz, and other undesirable artifacts. In conclusion, a ground-neutral bond is a serious electrical wiring defect that can compromise safety, cause nuisance tripping, and interfere with the proper functioning of electrical equipment. It is essential to identify and correct any ground-neutral bonds to ensure the safety and reliability of the electrical system. If you suspect that there may be a ground-neutral bond in your electrical system, it is recommended to consult with a qualified electrician for a thorough inspection and repair.